démarrer cette journée en français. Ce sera la première et la dernière fois de la journée que je vais parler français, mais je voulais quand même dire quelques mots en français. Pour expliquer à quel point je me réjouis que Omri Ben-Shahar et toute l'équipe de Chicago soient ici. Le projet de ce colloque, il a été émis il y a à peu près 18 mois, presque 2 ans, quand j'étais en visite sur le campus de Chicago. On en a parlé avec Omri à l'époque sans savoir du tout si ce serait possible, si ce serait faisable, sur quel sujet on allait pouvoir organiser un événement académique. Et je ne le remercierai jamais assez d'avoir suggéré qu'on travaille sur les big data, parce que cela nous a beaucoup obligés à lire la littérature américaine existante, et ça nous a beaucoup stimulés. Alors, ce que je dois dire, bien évidemment, avant toute chose, c'est que nous n'aurions pas pu organiser cette journée sans l'enthousiasme et le soutien de Laure Lavorel, de Nicolas Guérin et du Cercle Montesquieu, de l'Institut des hautes études sur la justice, en particulier Antoine Garapon et Harold Épineux, qui malheureusement ne peuvent pas être là, mais je crois que Sophie Sontag doit être quelque part. On a eu également le soutien du barreau de Paris au travers de l'incubateur, et c'est ce qui nous a vraiment permis de pouvoir faire un événement, organiser un événement aussi ambitieux. Alors un mot peut-être à propos de la langue. C'est effectivement c'est une question assez difficile à résoudre, a fortiori lorsqu'on parle de droit. Il est évident que lorsque nous parlons de notre droit dans une autre langue, nous avons toujours le sentiment de perdre quelque chose, et même de perdre beaucoup, puisque le droit est affaire de mots, et que le passage à l'anglais n'est jamais simple. Il était de toutes les façons indispensable que nous ayons la langue anglaise comme langue de travail au moins une partie de la journée, et nous nous sommes dit qu'il fallait, pour des raisons de cohérence et de facilité de communication, que nous restions en anglais. Et donc c'est ce que nous avons fini par privilégier, en nous disant que l'expérience nous montrait qu'aujourd'hui les gens n'avaient plus besoin d'interprètes, en tout cas sur tous les événements les plus récents que nous avons pu organiser. En fait, ce n'était pas utile. Donc nous en sommes là, et je pense que ce sera, et je l'espère en tout cas, la première pierre d'échange futur, fructueux sur ce sujet-là, sur d'autres. Je crois que là où nous avons, malgré des droits positifs et des cultures juridiques très différents, tout intérêt à dialoguer avec les juristes américains, sur le terrain des idées, et sur ces sujets, les nouvelles technologies, nous avons beaucoup à dire. So now I will turn to English and just speak English until the end of the day. I just want to repeat how delighted I am to be here with Omri Ben-Shahar and the whole team of the Chicago Law School. Omri and myself, we discussed that project over, I think it was 18 months ago. And we didn't know if it would be possible, and we didn't know which topic we could use. So it is excellent, and it is a really good thing that we could do it. And we could do it thanks to the support of Laure Lavorel, of Nicolas Guérin, of the Cercle Montesquieu, of the IHEJ, Antoine Garapon, Harold Épineux, Sophie Sontag, of the Paris Bar, and especially the Paris Bar Incubator. So what I want to say, and I will just leave Omri with explaining what the Chicago School is interested in France, but I think it's a very important thing for us to have the occasion to discuss ideas, even if our positive law, even if our legal cultures are obviously different. And I think we have to take that opportunity to be present, to be more present in international legal thinking. And what I expect, what I hope, is that this conference is the starting point of future development, future thinking, future exchanges. So thank you all for being here, and Omri.
Thank you, Florence. Thank you very much. What an amazing large audience here. If this conference were to open this morning in the US, we would have 10, 15 people in the audience. So thank you for your curiosity and support and your interest. Along with a group of colleagues, we came from the University of Chicago Law School. I am the director of the Coase Sandor Institute for Law and Economics. It is named in part after Ronald Coase, who was a professor of economics at the University of Chicago Law School and won the Nobel Prize in Economics 25 years ago. He was the founder of our intellectual tradition, which we call law and economics, where what we try to do is to use social science methods, primarily economics, but other methods as well, to understand the effects of laws. It is not necessarily a field or an approach of advocacy. We're not advocating any particular market orientation or regulatory orientation, but rather more interested in understanding how laws will play out and affect a society. This tradition has been very successful in American academia and in American legal culture, a little bit less so outside the US. And one of Coase's hopes, he died 3 or 4 years ago at the age of 103, was to expand the reach of law and economics, to conquer the world. His interest was primarily in China. And so what we did to honor his legacy was to start a summer program that's called the Summer Institute for Law and Economics, where professors from all over the world who are very well established in their own traditions come for a few weeks to Chicago to meet with Chicago faculty and to discuss how law and economics can be imported into their thinking and teaching and research and policy in their countries. Again, this has been very successful in China. We've had hundreds of Chinese professors come, but it was a particular delight when 2 years ago to that program we managed to attract a star professor from France, Professor Florence Geisel, and it was there that we thought, how can we bring some of these ideas that were so exciting to talk about in Chicago to Paris, and we got this conference. By the way, as a point, 15 seconds of marketing, these summer programs are still open every summer, and if you are a legal scholar or interested in policy in general, there are a few brochures outside near the door. While the deadline for this summer's program has passed, we will make an exceptions for particularly avid participants in this program this week. So we came with a group of us from Chicago, professors Jonathan Macer, Tony Casey, Anoop Malani, and Ariel Porat. We came here to share some of our perspective, but I think primarily because we wanted to learn. There is no greater intellectual tradition that we feel could cross-fertilize with Chicago law and economics than, you know, the French, what we regard as the French political intellectual tradition. It has not always been in agreement with the university, with what the University of Chicago stands for, but I think it's time to overcome the misunderstandings and to talk and to learn from each other. For me, I'm particularly delighted to see the program that Florence and others here have put together and to learn from these magnificent speakers. And so with no further ado, I will let you introduce our main guest this morning.